Welcome back to Studio 10.
In today's Consumer Watch, another reason to watch what you post and who you accept as friends on Facebook.
Yeah, who you're friends with on social networking sites could actually hurt your chances of getting approved for a loan. Can you believe that? Candace Murphy has been looking into this, and Candace, that's a scary thought. I mean, do we need to start deleting friends?
Well, you might need to start looking at who your friends are, because some startup lending companies are looking at who you're friends with to determine your credit worthiness. I took a closer look at this social media scoping and what type of loans are offered so you can make a more informed decision.
When you're thinking about getting a loan, your credit score plays an important role. But if you don't have any credit, you may need to pay closer attention to your friends on social media sites. Annalee Leonard with Mainstay Financial says some startup lending companies are using social data to decide if you should get a loan.
They're using this as a research for credit. What's scary about it is from what I see, they're looking at your trends. Who are your friends that are out there, and what are your friends doing? You know, you may not have a credit rating, but your friends might, and they might have a bad credit rating.
If you need some advice on where to start and what to do, Ellen Dunn with New Horizons Credit Union advises talking it over with a loan officer.
Our loan officers are trained to talk to them and help them learn how to read their credit report, the importance of paying your debt on time, and to get that credit score up.
Dunn says there are several different types of loans: open-ended and closed-ended loans, secured and unsecured loans, and some loans you just need to avoid. Open-ended loans or personal loans have a limit for how much you can borrow, but they do allow you to borrow money several times.
If they need more, they can always apply to have that limit increased. Those are open-end loans.
Closed-ended loans are like car, mortgage, and student loans, which have a fixed rate.
Once you borrow on them, that's it. You make your payments, your balance go down, but there's no money available to to continue to borrow on.
Dunn says there's also a difference between secured and unsecured loans.
So unsecured loan is we use your money as collateral. We don't run a credit report or anything like that. If it's a secured loan like a car loan, yes, we run credit reports, and the interest rate is based on your credit score.
Leonard says it's smart to build credit over time, but make sure you keep up with your spending.
Keep track, keep control, keep a balance, and just please be careful about what you put out there in public media, because one day it could come back to bite you.
Now, I put a checklist of some of the helpful things you can do before applying for a loan on our website, fox10tv.com. That's going to be under the Studio 10 tab. And they also said avoid payday and title loans for the most part because they have higher interest rates.
You know, it seems like everybody is looking at social networking these days, like employers, for example, but they're looking at just your page in particular. They're not looking at your friend's page. This just seems kind of wrong.
My question is, if friends can bring you down, do you have friends who can lift you up? Like, because I just friend like Bob Grip over and over again to get a higher credit score.
That's right. Get those friends who have those good credit scores and start racking them up. Well, it's funny, too, because you don't ask people what their credit score is. You don't know that about a lot of your friends. And so that's why they're saying just be careful about what you post, because you feel like you're talking to one person when you're posting on social media, and you're not. You're talking to the world. So just kind of being wary about where you're posting your information and what you're putting out there.
I'm going to send a message to all my friends today asking what your credit score is.
Before you're friends with me, we need to go over this information.
Let's talk.
Only 700s and above on my Facebook page.